Hello. Shall I start?
Yes, Arbaz.
Hello, welcome and very good morning to everyone for joining us live today on a Sunday morning. Today I am playing the role of Sergeant at Arms today. And welcome to this meeting number 110 of Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club. Everyone, let's have a huge round of applause. Before we begin with our meeting, let me just share with you some general instructions. Each and every member is required to rename themselves in a way, the preferred Toastmaster way, wherein if you are playing any role, then the role of that name of that role, title of that role, underscore your name. If you are a regular Toastmaster and not playing any role, then just TM would do underscore your name. And if you are any guest today, hopefully, I don't think so we have joined by any guest. Yeah, there are a few. So guest underscore your name, GUEST underscore your name. I would like to mention the mission of our club. That is, we at Mumbai Speakers Toastmaster Club provide a positive learning experience wherein members are empowered to develop strong communication and leadership skills, resulting into greater self-confidence and personal growth. Throughout the meeting, I would request all the members to stay muted unless their role requires them to unmute themselves and say something. There are a couple of ways wherein you can express your gestures, such as you can, while your video is on, you can clap like this, and you can click a chutki like this, or you can even use built-in options provided by the Zoom application itself, wherein using emojis, you can express your emotions. I'm not your Zoom master for today, so technical guidelines apart. If you have got any issues, then you can contact with our Zoom master for today. If there is any technical glitches, or if you abruptly log out of the meeting, then you can contact with him. And throughout the meeting, I would request all the members to refrain from speaking on politically contested issues or those issues which otherwise are at the center of debate or storm, usually pertaining to religion and politics. With that being said, I think I've covered all the relevant guidelines. So good to go. With a thunderous round of applause, let's hand over the stage to our presiding officer for today. She is none other than our immediate past president. Welcome to you, presiding officer Toastmaster Misha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sa Toastmaster Arbaz. You were very good as a first-time Sa, and it's really good to see you playing these roles. Congratulations. Good morning, everybody. My name is Misha D'Souza. I am the immediate past president, and this is my first meeting as a presiding officer where I am the immediate past president. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on this Sunday morning. On a rainy Sunday morning, finally the monsoons have arrived, and I'm very glad about it. So I hope you all are enjoying monsoons, and let's hope for good rains and a nice monsoon. Today is very special as we are going to welcome the new ExCom in our club officially, and there is going to be installation and induction, and all of us are going to witness and learn a lot new about Toastmasters. It is always a learning process, and there are so many things going in Toastmasters which help us all to learn a lot of things. It's not just about public speaking, but also about leadership skills, how things are done, also about democracy, and how inclusive you are, and how inclusive is the club. So I do not want to waste any more time because we have a lot going on today, and I'm really looking forward to all of you joining me in this journey of welcoming the new ExCom. So without any further ado, let's just start with the meeting. But before that, I would like to go away with the guest addresses. I believe we have one new guest today. Hi, Pradnya. Guest Pradnya.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Good morning, Pradnya. Welcome to Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Would you like to tell about yourself?
Yeah, I am Pradnya from Mumbai. I stay at Goregaon, and I am working at Malad in a company which is an e-commerce company, more into a technical type of a company, and I'm working there as an HR manager. I'm looking further to enhance my communication skills as well as my public speaking skills.
Thank you so much, Pradnya, for joining us. And you're really going to have a great time today. Especially, you'll get to see the new ExCom being inducted and installed. for our club. So congratulations to you, and I hope you enjoy the meeting.
Yeah, looking forward to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Also, I would like to congratulate our first-time Toastmasters who have joined today, taken up roles, and our very most recent Toastmaster Preeti. Congratulations on being a part of Mumbai Speakers Club. Welcome, and I hope you have a great journey.
Thank you so much, Misha.
So,
We'll get started. So,
sure. Yes, you are really going to have a great time, and you are really going to get a lot of learnings with us, from us, and I'm sure we are going to learn a lot from you as well.
okay.
All the best. So with that being said, now I would like to hand over the stage to a very enthusiastic, very cool, and very creative. I really find him very creative. I have always admired him. And I really like the way he has taken all the responsibilities and been always been a fun Toastmaster. So without any further ado, let us all welcome Toastmaster of the day, Deepak Shukla. Over to you, Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Misha, for the wonderful introduction. It is my pleasure to serve as a Toastmaster of the day today. Thank you. So, I am Toastmaster Deepak, and today's topic is monsoon. Some may hate winter, others may hate summer, but there is only one season I think everyone would like is rain. There would be hardly any hater for particular this season. And when it is monsoon, I think we all wish to be in our favorite places. So just let me sail through your favorite place. For that, I'll request all to please open your camera. And close your eyes for 1 minute. Just a minute. Just. Just imagine you are sitting in a nice chair in your balcony or some resort with nice porch open from all the three sides. Greenery all around. It's raining and small droplets of rain are hitting you. Feeling the breeze and inhaling the aroma of earth. You are sipping coffee or tea or your favorite drink, and your favorite book is on your hand. Just feel. Now you may open your eyes, please. Is my screen visible now? Not visible now?
Visible. Visible.
Let me stop. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So monsoon is not just a word. It's an metaphor for emotion, hope, adventure, and creativity. And especially when we are in Mumbai. So when monsoon comes, we start planning for Mahabaleshwar, Lonavala, Khandala, Marathon, or maybe some good hill stations in other part of India. When it is about food, the first things which come in our mind is definitely tea, being an Indian, pakode, or coffee, or maybe some other drink we can think about it. Okay. So monsoon again comes with many festivals because India is a land of festival. Any season is not complete without festival. And monsoon basically starts from our Kerala, southwest region of our India, and it slowly comes to our north, and it engulfs complete India by the month of July, and it ends in the month of September. Monsoon is not only about festival and food. It has very close and very strong relation with economy of India, because our economy is majorly agriculture dependent, and almost more than 70% people are living in rural places, which almost every rural person is related to agriculture only. Okay. So I have just one question for all you of how you welcome monsoon, or how do you plan to welcome monsoon? Any volunteer, please? Or you may share your experiences with your monsoon.
Hello, before the monsoon actually starts, once I mentioned in one of the table topic section that I would like to fill my granaries with all stocks of Maggies and soups, because it's literally amazing to consume that, especially when it's raining and the temperature is cool around.
Yeah.
And it can even be as simple as consuming a samosa, freshly fried, hot samosa, pakoras, when it's raining around.
True. Thank you, Toastmaster Arbaz.
Yeah, Deepak.
So experience, please. Yeah, Toastmaster Prashant, please.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So monsoon actually takes us back to our childhood memories. So exactly how you described, like sitting on a chair when it's raining, like in front of a lawn or something, maybe not with a cup of tea or coffee, but our favorite book or novel.
Yeah.
And yeah, making those paper boats and sailing them to the flow in the flowing water. So it takes us back to those memories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other volunteer, please?
I can go next. So I generally have as an icebreaker my first trip to Bandadara every year before monsoons arrive. I have one of my favorite resorts there. I stay there for a night every time, and I'm planning for it this week itself.
Okay. Great plan, Toastmaster Harit. So basically, this Toastmaster meeting is divided in 3 parts. First, we will have prepared speeches. Then we'll have table topic round, and then we'll have general evaluation round. And for this successful meeting, we have our tag team who make our this journey bit easy. So first, I'll request our Toastmaster Swapnali, who is playing the role of timer today, to share please the guideline.
Swapnali, you are muted, I think.
Sorry, my bad. Hi, this is
Toastmaster
Swapnali.
Swapnali, I have one question for you.
Sure.
Yeah. What is your favorite place to visit during monsoon?
A lot of places at ways. So, Lonavala, marshes. I mean, wherever there are mountains, hills, and waterfalls. So all those places are, go-to places during monsoon for me.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Swapnali.
Thank
Please
you.
go ahead.
Do you want me to share the rules for? Sorry, was it for table topic or in general?
In general.
Okay, so I'll start with the icebreaker session. In case of icebreaker, I'll be showing the green light once 4 minutes are completed by the speaker. Yellow light after 5 minutes. So that is an indication that the maximum time limit is coming closer. And red light for 6. So 6 is the time limit. Then for table topics, green light on completion of 1 minute, yellow light on completion of 1.5 minute, and red light of 2 minutes. So for table topics, in general, the timelines are between 1 to 2 minutes. For speech evaluation, green will be shown at the end of 2 minutes, yellow at the end of 2.5 minutes, and red at the end of 3 minutes. Okay, and for the prepared speeches, which usually range between 5 to 7 minutes, so green line will be at the end of 5 minutes, yellow will be at the end of 6 minutes, and red 7 minutes. And all these timings have 30 minutes grace period to both the ends, as in the lower end as well as the higher end, upper end. So hope that was clear.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Swapnali, for your
Thank you.
brief guideline. Thank you. Now I'll request Toastmaster Bhiku, who is playing the role of our counter today. Yeah, Toastmaster Bhiku.
Hello everyone. Good morning.
Yeah, before going ahead, just one more question for you, Toastmaster Bhiku. I am giving you 4 words, starting with M. Mumbai, monsoon, movie, masala.
Mumbai.
That means you can just share your experience combining all 4 things. No issues.
Okay, so Mumbai is really a great place. So I think we all are born in Mumbai. Maybe few may not, but most people. So if we belong to Mumbai, so mostly we born in Mumbai. But basically, I am born in Mumbai, so I have a very attached emotion and attached experience with the Mumbai. I grew up in Mumbai. I've experienced a lot of things, while going to school and playing with the friends. So this is a really amazing experience. So and when I grow up and started working in Mumbai, I get a job in Mumbai. So most of the experience, my whole life I spent in Mumbai. So everything is attached to Mumbai. So Mumbai is very close to me.
There is one movie, Bhiku, Satya. Have you seen it? Have you watched it?
Yeah, when I was in 10th standard, so most of the people started coming to my class, just wanted to see who is Bhiku.
Yeah, so there is one character called Bhiku Matre, Mumbai
Yeah.
ka Don Con.
Correct.
And there is one famous song which is related to rain, in particular that movie. Are you able to remember? Can you sing a song for us?
So I don't remember that movie now.
Okay. So the song is Gila Gila Pani, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so just you remind that. So most of the people started coming in my class just to watch me. Who is Bhiku? How he look like? So I was very tiny. I was very thin and very small guy, and I was completely opposite the character was in movie. So everyone was a kid, but I. Immediately overnight I got a fame. So I was really amazed with that experience.
Yeah, thank you.
Even I have a lot of experience, but yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so good morning everyone. My name is Bhiku Rajbar. I'm going to play a role of our counter. So my role is just to listen carefully everyone, and to note down each and everyone, note down the filler words while speaking. So whenever everyone is going to speak, I'll carefully listen them and note down filler words like such kind of word. So if I'll note that, and then after the speech I'll going to report each word, that how many times we have said during our speeches. So once that I report, so we'll able to understand that how many number of time we are speaking. So we will in future we'll going to improve our communications in a good manner, and we'll start reducing these filler words in our communication. Yep. And
thank you, Toastmaster Bhiku.
Thank you.
Now we have grammarian Toastmaster Mitesh.
Hello.
Can you please share the guideline for the grammarian?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
One question for you also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your question is, do you agree that we enjoy rainfall better as kids than we do as adults?
Yes, definitely. As a kids, we get an excuse during the rains that we don't want to go to school because it's when it's flooded and it's waterlogging issue. So we get an excuse. Even I made a lot of time excuse during rains that don't want to go to school because during early mornings. It is quite, feel very lazy during rains, and we want to just take a sleep, for a very long time. So I think that's definitely as a kids we enjoy rains compared to as an adult, because as an adult we feel very frustrated because we travel and do the work, and there's a lot of chaos and all. But as a kids we enjoy rains. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead with your guidelines.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mitesh, and as I'm playing the role of grammarian. As a grammarian, my responsibility will be to pay close attention to all the speakers, listen carefully, and make note of the language usage. Okay, I will make note of not so correct usage of English language, as well as example of good usage. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day for today's meeting. And the word is deluge, which means an overwhelming amount or number, flood or overload. The example for the usage of this word is Mumbai city is deluged with heavy rains, or the changes prompted deluge of complaints, such as I will also put it on the chat so that you can refer it. Okay, and all the speakers are encouraged to use the word of the day. And as the speaker will use the word in the right context, I will request the audience to appreciate with the thumbs up sign to mark to just appreciate the speaker. And I will give the word of the day report and the grammarian report at the end of the day when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mitesh, for sharing the guideline for grammar. So now we'll move with our prepared speeches. Okay. And let's get started with our first speech. I call upon the evaluator to read the objective of the speech of Toastmaster Clever. I'll request Toastmaster Vishal. And before going ahead, we have one question for Vishal also.
Yes, hi, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah. So imagine yourself traveling through the streets during the monsoon season when suddenly a downpour begins. A mild drizzle quickly turns into torrential rain. The next thing you do is run for cover, and while you are at it, you go for a tea store or cafe where you can have a drink of hot chai while watching the rain. Can you please share your feeling if you have ever been through situation?
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. As you rightly mentioned, there's no special feeling than having like a hot cup of tea or coffee at a tapari, and having a pakoda or a roasti, dipping that crisp roasti in your tea and then having it, experiencing those the sound of the rains, the smell of the amazing soil that comes with it. I think, yeah, it's one of the most amazing feelings that cannot really be explained by words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. So my speaker today, Toastmaster Clever, will be attempting his level 1 project 3 speech under the pathway presentation mastery. The objective of his speech is for him to practice using vocal variety and or body language to enhance his speech. Timer, please note that this speech is for 5 to 7 minutes. With this, I would like to wish my speaker all the very best. Hand it back to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Sorry,
Yes,
Deepak.
Toastmaster.
I just had a question. Should I share my screen while the timer is on, or do you want me to record it in the background?
Yeah, I think you should share the screen.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi.
I wouldn't like the screen, the timer screen to be on the screen. I would like myself to be on the screen, on the main screen.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So Toastmaster Clever, hairy and friendly. Hairy and friendly Toastmaster Clever.
Namaste, fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster of the day, Deepak. You resemble Amir Khan a lot, strangely. And I think, fortunately, and my handsome evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal. Allow me to tell you the story of majestic Harry, a lion who lived in a deep jungle. Not Harry, Harry, but Harry, Hairy. And why such a name? Isn't it obvious? He had hair all over his body, even on his underbelly, and below that too. Well, Harry was king of all he surveyed, and he was proud of that fact. He woke up every morning with a roar. He roared while in the shower. He roared while eating. Even his belches and farts sounded like roars. Not amazingly, his snoring sounded like roaring too. You may think Harry was happy, yet he was not. Harry was smart, but it took him many years of roaring to understand the reason for his unhappiness. He realized he was unhappy because he had no friends. Now, don't get me wrong. Harry tried to be friendly. He roared greetings to all the animals in the jungle, but they would just scatter. He roared enthusiastically, and he roared in the morning, he roared in the afternoon, he roared in the evening. Greetings! But they would just scamper. He tried all types of roars. Musical roars. Disco roars. Even prayerful roars. But nothing seemed to work. Nobody wanted to be his friend. Even his neighbor, Chirag, a fox, hid himself when he heard Harry roar. One day, Harry, tired of being lonely, fed up of being unwanted, he felt uncared for. He decided he needed to know how to make friends. He planned on paying Chirag a visit because Chirag was, he thought, the smartest among all the animals. And he definitely had an answer. He decided to pay Chirag a visit, knocked on his door, and roared, "Chirag, where are you?" Come, talk to me. Why won't all the animals be my friends? Why won't you? Show me how to make friends. Show your king. Chirag was terrified. Yet, maintaining a cool mind, he said, maybe you should try to be a pussycat. They hide their claws and mew gently instead of roaring harshly. They show their tongue more than their teeth, and they always pretend to be meek. Harry was stunned. It now made sense to him. He, with the intention of showing off that he was king, kept roaring every time, and his roaring scared all the animals away. He decided to stop roaring and start mewing. It wasn't long before all the animals were friends with the mewing king. And he lived his life happily ever after. The moral of the story is showing off doesn't help you make friends. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Deepak.
What a speech it is. It was Toastmaster. Clever. Means there would be hardly anyone who would not have listened complete your speech. Okay, thank you. Now I'll request Toastmaster Tariq, who is the evaluator for Toastmaster Rakesh's speech, to please share objective.
Hi, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah, let me ask one question from you also. Okay. So, will you agree that there should be monsoon holiday, maybe from 5 to 8 days, compulsory monsoon holiday?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In a single stretch.
Yeah, absolutely, Toastmaster Deepak. And this is true specifically for Mumbai because I have like born and brought up in Mumbai, so experienced a lot of monsoons in Mumbai, right? So apart from the hard summer Mumbai has, there is a hard monsoon as well in Mumbai, even if it rains less. So you must have seen yesterday the social media about how just a few hours of rain has destroyed a few areas of Mumbai. So I'm sure that we should be having not 5 to 7 days, but at least 1.5 month of holiday, at least for Mumbai, and 2 months for summer. So we should be working just 9 months, and not just for the schools, but for the corporates as well, so that we can go on a long vacation.
Yeah. What a great boss. I think the people who are reporting to you would be very happy. Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead with Toastmaster Rakesh's speech objective. The purpose of this particular project is for a member to identify his or her primary leadership styles. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Timer, please note that the timing guideline for this particular speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish Toastmaster Rakesh all the best for the speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you. Thank you. We can't hear you.
Toastmaster Deepak, you are on mute.
Yeah, you're on mute.
Sorry. Toastmaster Rakesh, understanding your leadership style. Understanding your leadership style. Toastmaster Rakesh. All the best.
Thank you, Timor Deepak. So first of all, I would like to ask everybody if I'm audible and visible. Okay. So I think it is very cliche to say that leaders are born but not made. as there have been so many instances where individuals with innate talent have harnessed their skills to go on to become effective and hallmark leaders with exemplary influencing qualities. Someone who can just play the pipe like Pied Piper and make us all dance to his tunes. But is that really what we look for in a leader? Someone who can just influence? Or is our definition of leadership too myopic to only be restricted to mere influencing? Someone who's so eloquent in his diktat and someone who merely wants to achieve his selfish agenda by leading people into the dark gallows of life. His or her power to influence is so supreme that even the most stable mind is lured into committing a crime. Or do we want someone who can lead by example? Someone who can foster inclusivity and growth? Someone who can nurture talent and bring out the best in all of us to lead the world to progressiveness? So who is the leader? Or the question we should all be asking ourselves is, whom do we follow? Or whom do we emulate or aspire to be? Or what is the leadership style that we need to adopt? First of all, leader is an abbreviation that stands for learner, engager, adapter, doer, endurer, and a rationalist. Someone who learns quickly, keeps his or her team engaged, adapts to the situation with ease, is a doer and not a procrastinator. Someone who his or her fellow members finds very endearing, and most importantly, someone who is a rationalist. Management books have broken down leadership into many forms, such as transformational or situational. Someone who's a transformer and adapts to the situation at hand. Someone who's tactical and quick in solving problems, yet strategic in his approach, in seeing the long-term vision. Delegative, as we all have come across, such leaders believe in the mantra of let them do it all. Someone who only has a bird's eye view of all the problems, as such a leader doesn't prefer to personally get involved in the nitty-gritties of decision making, rather is more of a supervisor and less of a doer. Transactional. This is your typical corporate leader, someone who sets rewards for performance and yet punishes them in equal measure. Someone who is, as we all call, a taskmaster, which I'm sure we all are familiar with or dealt or rather deal with such individuals on a daily basis. Last but not least, servant leadership. As the name suggests, this leader puts the needs of others first over his own personal interest. This leader is an ethical decision maker and fosters an environment of creativity and inclusivity, but is always an empathizer. So, while all the above leadership styles seem very catchy, and all of us can pick either of them and implement them in our day-to-day lives, the question which we all ask is there a right answer, or is there a leadership style, or one size fits all? The answer is yes. In today's fast evolving and rapidly changing environment, where the world is exposed to varied situations, we do not need someone who only delegates without understanding the problem at hand, someone who is so transactional, who sets goals based on his or her own personal motivations, or someone who is over empathetic, who cannot see beyond human emotions. That doesn't mean we need a taskmaster or someone who only hires and fires. We need someone who can fit into the abbreviation of a leader. In short, we need a change maker, someone who can inspire, someone who can do yet lead, someone who can transform and create new milestones. In short, my friends, the need of the hour is having a transformational leader at the helm, someone who has a deluge of emotions, creativity, and mindfulness. History has witnessed collapses of empires, corporations, and governments, the likes of the Roman Empire, corporations like Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns, including the German government during the World War II and the Soviet Union, because of having autocratic and selfish leaders that didn't lead by example, rather by might. The likes of Julius Caesar, Richard Fultz, CEO of Lehman Brothers, Adolf Hitler, and as we all know, Joseph Stalin. The absence of a balanced, level-headed, participative leadership was clearly missing back then. Today, in a world where change is the only constant, we need change agents who can inspire, get involved in the change-making process, lead by example, and yet be performance-driven in equal measure. In short, we need a transformative leader. Successful corporations that have stood the test of time and are yet flourishing in this fast evolving world, the likes of JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Apple, Google, our very own Tatas and Mahindras and Reliance, are doing so because they have transformational leaders at the helm who pave the way for digital revolution, create the right succession planning, and get deeply involved in the overall change management process. The likes of Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, Ratan Tata, Mukesh Ambani, Anand Mahindra, who are true visionaries in the real sense. So friends, I would like all of us to reflect on the true meaning of leadership and ask ourselves just one burning question. Do you really want to be a leader, or do you want to be a boss? So what's your leadership style, my friends? Or most importantly, what is your leadership style, Demod? Are you a transformation leader? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh. This reminds me of two books which I have read, Build to Last and Good to Great by James Collins. It's really leadership quality are very important. And as he has said, that succession plan of the companies are very important. Not only in corporation, but in our personal life also, leadership is required. So thank you. It was really a great speech. Yo. So as monsoon comes and there are a lot of hope comes, so is the beginning. And in the same line, there is a beginning or a start of our new XCOM. I'll request Toastmaster Vishal for further proceeding of installation for our new XCOM for oath-taking ceremony. Or should I call upon Toastmaster Sudha, ma'am?
Yes, Sudha ma'am is here.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. What a lovely speech, and really, truly to the mood of today's meeting, which is installing the future leaders of our club. So good morning, everyone. How's everyone? Lovely attendance of almost 21, 22 members out here along with the guests. Keep up the good spirit. I hope we continue with the same fervor. And yes, good reasons for that, because we have some amazing leaders who are going to take us through the path of growth and leadership for all our members in this club. So good morning, everyone. How's everyone?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Great.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So
Good morning.
now this is a very important process in every club's history, that we definitely make sure that we do it seriously, because this is serious business. When the old officers go and the new officers come, we have to make sure that all the members realize what they have done and what they're supposed to do. Because like I mentioned in my earlier meeting, this is a process which is of the people, for the people, and by the people, truly democratic in every way. So with that, I would like to begin my installation ceremony. It would have been ideal if we were physically present for a meeting, because the most important instrument for any installation is the gavel. We don't have a gavel right now. So I would suggest take a pen, take a book, whatever you think is a replacement to the gavel, and we could start with the process. Now, before that, before I get into the process or the modus operandi of this particular function, I would like to thank the club to make me the installation officer. This is probably the third time I'm doing it. And I enjoy this because I love to see the different faces which are going to take it forward, as well as the goodbyes and moments of truth, and to understand what their experience has been and how the people in the future are going to take it forward. So I don't want to take too much of time. Let me tell you what I'm intending to doing. First, I will be calling upon the old ExCom officers to come. So in this case, it will be a virtual one. So if the SAR can put them all together on the screen, and then we would have a process where I will like a couple of sentences to be told by each one of them, because this is their stage to play before they really step down. But by the way, we are conducting this event. They have their responsibilities till the 1st of July. So you guys are not going anywhere. You guys are still supposed to be a part of the ExCom club till the 1st of July. So I'm doing this so that there are a lot of other processes which needs to be triggered in after the installation, like changing the club website with the new officers, as well as we need to inform the area and the district council about the new members. There is a TLTP training going to happen, and a lot of excitement, guys. So the new ExCom is going to be on the roll. You have a lot of things to look forward to. So yes, I think somebody has already heard me out, and I think we already have the ExCom members, a wonderful ExCom members. Come on, guys, let's put our hands together to really congratulate the outgoing ExCom. I think they have done a wonderful, wonderful job. I think I want to stand up and do this because I think they have done a really, really great job this year by taking the club to great heights. We are a distinguished club this time already. I think we still have time to get the president distinguished and special president distinguished as well. So I'm sure the next ExCom members have their journey a little bit more easier because of the good work that these ExCom members have done. So with that, I would like to call upon each one of them. It is a table topic. You're not going to get more than 1 minute. So I hope you're prepared with your speeches. So I would first like to call upon Toastmaster Ajay to come over and speak about your stint in the last 6 months that you've been the SAR of our club. Ajay, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha, and all the new members or old members. And it is really a privilege to be part of
I think your connection
SAR.
is a little. Yeah,
Hello?
okay, fine.
It is audible or?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha, and all the new members and old members. And it is really a privilege to be part of SAR for last sessions. And I'm thankful to the Toastmaster Brijesh and ex-president Misha for accepting SAR role, same SAR role for the next sessions for 6 months. So it will really help me in terms of my communication skills, and I can see lots of difference in the past and the present, where I am handling good thing in my organization. The project which is I'm getting from my organizations, I'm doing excellent way. So of course, this Toastmasters gives me lots of strength and positive vibes in my day-to-day activity. And the Toastmasters really give me strength, and I am keep a member of this this wonderful Toastmasters forever. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajay. Yes, Preeti, I know it's not very clear. Ajay, your audio was not very clear, but we heard the gist of the fact that his role has also helped him in his job and his career to take up further responsibilities. And he has already spilled the beans. He's going to be a part of the XCOM also for the next term. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you
Now
so
we
much.
go
Thank you.
on to Toastmaster Deepak. Deepak has been this quiet warrior at the back of background, but let me tell you, his contribution has been very timely, because without him making sure that our dues go to Toastmasters on time and we enroll the members on time, we wouldn't have been able to meet some of our goals of the part of the distinguished club status. So Toastmaster Deepak, what would you like to say about your role?
Thank you, ma'am, Toastmaster Sudha. So it was really a great role, especially from Toastmaster point of view and for my personal growth also, because I was a bit procrastinator kind of man. That means unnecessary things got delayed, means in my personal life. But when I took up this role, I tried to do the things on the time, and I make it means I try to make it like that. If any payment comes, it should be credited to our Toastmasters account as soon as possible. It should not delay by more than 10 days, because there is credit card cycle also. That's why. Otherwise, I wanted to do it by same day only. And there was a great support from Toastmaster Brajesh, Toastmaster Misha, definitely Toastmaster Sudha, Vishal, and Tanmay. Everyone has contributed for the growth. So definitely it is a good role, and for the next time also I'm taking up this role only. Thank you, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. So we have some dedicated XCOM members who have agreed to take on the role even for the next term. So really, really appreciated Toastmaster Deepak and Toastmaster Ajay. With that, I would like to go over to our omnipresent Toastmaster, who's always there for anything and everything that we want. Starting from doing a general evaluation to trying to do a SA, trying to do a bridge in any evaluator position. But don't forget, he has already held one of the top ranking officers role in the last couple of terms as well. But he continues to support the club, though he is not in the city. He is always present for every meeting, be it hybrid or online. So let's put our hands together to welcome our dear Toastmaster Vishal, who is going to be the secretary for the club for the next meeting. And as an outgoing member, I would like you to say a few words, Toastmaster Vishal. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sudha ma'am. I mean, it's been great being associated with this club. I remember back in November 2021, I was there as a guest, and that time I made a commitment to myself that, I really need to be regular, and automatically things will just fall into place. And things really have fallen into place in my personal as well as in my professional life. A big thanks to you, Sudha ma'am. You've always been there for support and guidance, and all the presidents and the XCOM committee members have been extremely gracious and ever supporting. So it's a great teamwork, I would say. But yeah, I would really like to thank you, Sudha ma'am, for the great support that you have provided. That's the only reason I've just learning from you, just trying to come closer to you. But I'm not sure if I'll achieve that. But yeah, that's my goal. But thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal. And the club knows that how much we bank on you for so many things, and we want you to continue that support. I want more people like Vishal to take the role, and like myself or Vishal or the other senior members of the club to be there for anything and everything that the club needs. So we are here to shape those people. We are here to make sure that these people are created in this club. And that is my promise to the club, and we are already doing it, and we continue to promise that we'll continue to do this as long as we have the support of all of you. So this, you can see that people here are talking about the Toastmaster stint, but don't forget they are also benefiting in their personal, professional and social lives. And this is what Toastmasters gives you at the end of the day. Now we come to the famous trio of the club. Now, without the famous trio, I don't think this club would have functioned at all in the last 6 months. Now, why do I call it? It's like you have the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, right? So exactly, sorry, I'm bringing a religious reference here, but I think everybody needs to understand. I think the Trimurti doesn't work in isolation. And I've seen that these three are an amazing, amazing team which has taken Mumbai Speakers to another level totally. Their dedication, their what do you say, perseverance, and also the most important part of this leadership team of the Trimurtis are they were non-controversial. I mean, that is one thing I really, really admire of these people. The kind of jubilation they really had to show in front of the club, but the challenges and problems they were facing at the background, I'm privy to it. And I know that it has been a very, very tough roller coaster for them. But like they say, a Toastmaster doesn't give up. And these people have stood very strong to their ground and been pillars of Toastmasters, of Mumbai Speakers for the last 3 months. So I don't know, where is the one of the Murti is not there. So I don't know, is he joining us, or should we just go ahead with it, Brijesh?
He's here. Tanmay is here, I
Tanmay is
guess.
here, ma'am.
We need to
Oh, we have
just
to add him in. How come we didn't add him to the screen then?
yeah.
The main screen.
He's not on video, I believe. That's the reason we couldn't add him to Spotlight.
Hey, hi everyone. Hi, Sudhamam. Good afternoon. I'm
Hi,
actually traveling,
Tanmay.
so I
We
won't
want
be
you
able to
here
come
on
on
the main
camera.
stage.
Yeah, I'm here. I will be talking, but I won't be able to come on camera. I'm outside. And it's really
Okay, okay.
busy here, so yeah.
Okay, okay, fine. So with that, let us all put our hands together to congratulate and welcome on stage the Trimurtis, the president of the club, the VP education of the club, and the VP membership of the club. Now, I don't want to club all their things together. It's not undermining any of their individual efforts. I would like to say that with Brijesh's effort, every meeting has been held regularly without any pause. It may be result of double hatting, triple hatting, getting people from outside, having a joint club. It's not easy, but he's put in his effort and made sure that he reaches out personally to every member in this club to make sure that they take the roles and keep progressing in these various meetings that we have had in the last 6 months. So let us please congratulate and welcome Toastmaster Brijesh. And Brijesh, now that the stage is yours, I would like to hear from you a few words. I know few would be very little for you, but yes, for the cost of time, I would like to hear from you. Please, over to you.
Sure. Thank you very much, Sudha ma'am, or I should call Toastmaster Sudha, for giving me this opportunity. So for everyone, I actually joined the XCOM as a secretary, and then happened to, this opportunity came up that VP education role is available. While I was a very novice Toastmaster, I thought, let me give it a try, because I had certain, corporate role, I had certain chill periods, so that helped me move in, take up this role, and it has helped me immensely. The networking opportunities. So as ma'am pointed out, right, connecting with peer clubs to host a joint meeting, attending the TLTP trainings. We were also, given this opportunity, or I should say the power to elect the district directors, area directors. So that is again something which I will not be able to describe in words, but you come in this position, you realize how beneficial that becomes for you. And I would specifically like to call out, like, obviously Misha and Tanmay have been very helpful. So to ensure that meetings go on, I would like to specifically call out our omnipresent Toastmaster Vishal, and as well as Toastmaster Shreyansh, because any week I can just reach out to them. I can tell them, hey Vishal, this role is no one's taking up this role. Can you please take this up? I can go and tell Shreyansh, no one is taking up this role. Can you please take this up? And they were always ready. So I know if Shreyansh is attending a meeting, Vishal is attending a meeting, it's hardly a meeting or two, they wouldn't have taken any roles in the meeting. If they are present in the meeting, they would take that up. And I would echo the same as Sudha ma'am pointed out. We need more such members. It will help everyone, like the club. It will improve our meeting experiences as well. So I would urge everyone to, like, as I move out, we have a new very brilliant Toastmaster coming in to take up this role, to just participate and make life of VP education a bit more easier. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster British. Yes, there are some shout outs to people. There are some acknowledgements and also thank yous. So thank you so much, Toastmaster British. We really, really sincerely appreciate all the hard work that you put in to make sure that the club is on a stronger foundation right now. Now let's put our hands together to call upon Toastmaster Tanmay. Toastmaster Tanmay. Now, Tanmay
Hello, everyone.
joined. Hi. We want to see
Yeah,
you,
yeah, sorry,
man. I
sorry.
want to see your wonderful smile and your enthusiastic self. I don't know who's standing beside you that you want to keep it a secret, but it's okay. I won't delve
No
into
one.
that. Okay. So,
By the way, I have the gavel with me if you want me to use that.
but you're not
It was in my
visible.
card.
I want you to be visible.
Yeah, I'll turn off my camera. I'll turn on my camera in next 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a
Yeah.
little long. By then we'll be finished. But anyway, so Tanmay has been a very enthusiastic VP membership. I must say that he was on the roll in the last 3 months. It took him a little bit of time taking over from Harsh and understanding what exactly is the job of a VP membership. But let me tell you, he has been on the roll. He's been adding members, talking to them regularly, making sure that they come for the club meetings and have the experience, along with Brijesh, who also managed it, to give them the experience of a real enlightening Toastmasters meeting every time. And I think thanks to Tanmay, we had a strength, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, we had a Toastmaster club strength of almost 40 when
36.
he took over, but with the renewals it came down to about 20. No, it went down to 20 and then now it's come back to 36. Am I right?
Yes.
Tanmay?
I think it's 38.
Yes. So yeah. So I think kudos, a great effort, Tanmay. We really acknowledge all your hard work and your connectivities and stuff. Now I would like to call upon you and share a few words about your experience and what would you like to tell the club about your role and what you've learned and what would you want to pass on as a message to the club.
Sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha. So good afternoon, everyone. 6 months ago, when I stepped into the role of Vice President membership in our club, I thought my main responsibility would be simply inviting guests to our meetings. But little did I know that this role had much more in store for me. It turned out to be a journey of personal growth, self-discovery. I almost learned to navigate the complexities of
I think we lost you.
Did we lose him?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm so
Tanmay.
sorry. I got a call. Yeah. So the starting first few weeks were rough. I felt unsure and out of my comfort zone, but I had already taken up this responsibility and I was determined to give it my all. And so slowly and but steadily, I started to understand how things work and how to fulfill my role effectively. So one of the most significant lessons I learned was the art of persuasion. I realized that it wasn't just about inviting people to our club. It was about making them understand the importance of Toastmaster, how it could help them grow personally and professionally. I learned to tailor my approach and communication with every individual I talk. I understand that everyone has unique backgrounds and perspectives, and it's crucial to adapt my communication style to suit their needs. This experience has, not only helped me improve my communication and persuasion skill, but also taught me to handle my emotions better. I think Brijesh would agree with me. Through the ups and downs of interacting with different individuals, I realized that significance of patience, empathy, and resilience is very important. It has made me more compassionate and understanding person. So as I reflect on this past 6 months, I'm only grateful for this opportunity to our immediate past president, Sarika, our VP Education, Vishal. Although I had nominated myself for VPPR, but they handed me over this. So this was a little bit out of comfort zone, but I tapped onto it and I'm grateful. It has been challenging yet immensely rewarding experience. I've grown as a leader, built meaningful connection within the club, outside the club as well, within the Toastmaster circuit, and I've witnessed nothing but a positive impact. So I want to thank all of you for your support, guidance, especially Toastmaster Sudha, and I've made wonderful friends like Misha, then Toastmaster Brijesh. Just like Sudha ma'am said, right, we are a trio, and I hope this friendship goes beyond anything. So let's continue to inspire and empower each other on this path. And hopefully, yeah, the next XCOM does well. Wishing them all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Over to you,
Toastmaster
Pratnya.
Tanmay. It was a wonderful speech. I mean, if it was an impromptu one, you have already graduated to become an excellent impromptu, Tanmay. Congratulations for that, for sure. Thank you so much once again. And now we go on to the most important person in the club. Now, she was my first choice even for the last term when I told her to take up the president. She's one of the founder members. And when I told her to take it up, she said, with the usual smile, no, ma'am, let me do it next time. I'm busy. I'm a doctor. I'm busy. Whatever, my patients take more time from me and all those things. But when she agreed to take up the role this term, I think the dedication that I saw in her was unbelievable. I didn't know that she could really bring this all together in her own style, in her own, pleasant way, but also a lot of strength coming out from her in terms of wanting to make things work, wanting to make sure that problems are solved, making sure that she appreciates things, brings forth problems to me in a way that we openly discuss and put solutions in place. And I think we really owe it to her for holding the club as strongly on her shoulders as a president and acting as a true leader. And I'm sure we are all waiting to hear from her as to what has been her experience and what is the message that you would like to tell the new XCOM and also the members who are listening to you right now. Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha. As a talker I am today, I'm actually out of words because this is a very emotional moment for me. It was just 6 months back. I was there in place of Rakesh, and I was ready to hold a pen as a gavel and swear as a president. And I just don't know how these 6 months passed, but it was a beautiful journey. I just took it up. I was actually missing from Toastmasters. It was only and only because of Sudha ma'am, her guidance, her support, and her assurance that I agreed to take up the president's role. She stood by everything she said. She was there for me, not just as a guide, as a mentor, but also as a confidant to whom I could just go and share anything and everything. They were not just related to the club, but also my personal things. And I have always felt so strong and brave. I have been brave because of her, and I owe it to her. So if she's telling me that I've been a good president, it's because of her support. Because anything happens, I know I have one person to go, and she is going to guide me. So again, I like taking a religious reference. She has been the Krishna. She has guided me throughout. And she knows that very well, that she's been my Krishna, guiding me, helping me, giving me life lessons. So I owe it to her. This whole journey has been beautiful because of her. Secondly, and most importantly, just like Sudha ma'am said, the trio. Trust me, I had I did not have to do much because Brijesh and Tanmay were there. I just had them. I had that faith because of their perseverance, their dedication. I was able to manage things. Any successful, like you say, behind any successful man or a woman, but behind any successful XCOM, there are the XCOM members who are working together. So it's not just one person who makes a successful XCOM, but it's the efforts of every person who makes it. Deepak has been a great treasurer. He had made sure every payment is done. He CC'd me in every mail. Every payment was quick, prompt, and transparent. And I really appreciate all the efforts he took. He made sure no payments are pending. And he was very well helped by Tanmay, who made sure that the members are added to the list. Brijesh made sure all the roles are taken. We had double-hatted, triple-hatted. Brijesh did not miss any single meeting throughout the 6 months tenure. Tanmay made sure he was there. So to be very, very honest, I did not have to do much because God had sent these people for me. I just, to be very honest, this was a beautiful learning experience for me. I learned a lot of things. Initially, I was really overwhelmed because we had a few problems. The VP education was not available, but then Brijesh was there and we could see the potential he had, and true enough, he proved himself way more than what we had expected, and it was a beautiful surprise. And we can see the future president in him. I hope he takes up the president role in some tenure or the other. And it was obviously, I do not want to miss Vishal. When I was a member, Vishal was there. When I'm a president, Vishal was there. I know whenever I'll be there, Vishal is going to be there. He has helped me with every little thing. There have been a lot of problems where I used to run to Vishal. He made sure he was prompt with his replies, made sure it was done and it was solved. So thank you so much, Vishal. I have learned patience from him and he knows that. And I keep reiterating, but I really mean it. And Ajay has been really great. He used to come early for the physical meetings. He used to be there. He used to be very instrumental. So I'm really thankful to Ajay as well. There are a lot of people I want to thank, but to be very honest, I'm very overwhelmed right now. Overwhelmed itself is a superlative expression, but I'm adding very because I am really running out of words. I do not want to take much more time, but this has been a very nice journey for me. I have made a lot of friends, which is going to go beyond Toastmasters, and I know that. Tanmay and Brijesh, I'm not going to leave you guys here. I'm going to eat your head around always. And I see a lot of potential in the new XCOM. The only thing I would like to say is please do not think that this is a particular role for the particular XCOM member. Everybody is supposed to do everything. Even a VP Ed can do a VP membership can do a VP education, all of them can do VP PR. President is supposed to do everything because that is the person who has to make sure that every role is taken care of, every job is done properly. So please make sure you're not just VP education, but you are an XCOM member who is capable of taking charge of any role that comes your way. There might be problems, there might be obstacles, but this is really going to be a great journey. I met a lot of people. Today I know every member by name. And I this is really a huge achievement because I used to vanish from a lot of meetings, but today I know every member. I connect with all of them. I have seen people growing, and I am really happy to see this club growing. There are a lot of things I want to say, but I just want to end it right now because we have a huge thing going on. So I wish all the best to all the XCOM members. I see a lot of potential, and I know you're going to take this club to new heights. I am always there, whether I'm an XCOM member or not. This club is my home, and I want my home to be happy, my family to be happy, and I will be there to make sure I contribute as much as possible. So thank you so much for your love and support. This means a lot to me, and thank you.
Thank you. Before Nisha gets more emotional, I guess it's nice that we take the mic away from her. Thank you, Misha. Misha, the one thing I must say that you're not going anywhere. You're the IPP of this club. So you're going to be a part. So don't bid too many farewells because you will be coming back to the stage. Anyway, with that, I would like to also see if my present IPP is there in the group. I don't know if she was able to join or not. Is Sarika still there? Because she did mention she might have to go on and off. So I don't know if she's there right now. Can
She is
someone
dropped
confirm?
off.
She's dropped off. Okay. So there are two people more that I would like to mention as a part of the XCOM, who is Sarika, who was the IPP for the club. And also the most important role which we really counted upon was Toastmaster Mehek, who also couldn't join us today for the meeting. But yes, there were a lot of things which were required to be coordinated from her desk. She tried her best. She is also a student and we understand her commitments, and that's what Nisha was trying to mention, that it is important that we hold the reins, pick up the issues and work together as a team. And Brijesh and Tanmay and Ajay have definitely shown their PR skills also as a part of the XCOM. So I really, really appreciate that as well. Now we go on with the future. So let us now step towards the future. Before that, I would like to officially say that the present XCOM, the President Nisha, VP Education Toastmaster Brijesh, VP Membership Tanmay, Toastmaster Deepak as a treasurer, and Toastmaster Ajay as the SA, and Vishal, most importantly, as a secretary. You will be discharged of all your further duties and responsibilities as officers of the club with your respective titles for the tenure June 20, no, as of 1st July 2023 for the tenure Jan 2023 to June 2023. So let us all put our hands once again together and we can proceed with the future installation. Thank you. So with that, I definitely want to say that I'm here now to also install the officers of the club for the next term. So Sa, you can probably remove and get back the original view. I don't know how it works. Yeah. And to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated, help people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and also think creatively. So I would like to ask each officer of the club for the next term to come up on the stage that is on the screen with their respective gavels so that I can start with the installation as well. Thank you. Okay, so now I would like to first start with the Sergeant at Arms. The Sergeant at Arms has the responsibility to make sure that he is always present for the meetings in the beginning. So I make sure if it's a physical meeting, the banner, the lectern, the timing device and other materials are in place. You're also in charge of the meeting place itself. It is important if you have to change the space, the venue, you are the person who will be responsible for doing the same. You also play a role in most of the meetings as the first voice that every club member hears. You are also responsible for appointing other SARs in your absence. A very important role that you play is at speech contests and other club events, and making sure that you greet every member, if it's a physical meeting, at the entrance and welcome them to the club. So here we have Toastmaster Ajay, who will be looking to take up this role for the next tenure as well. Toastmaster Ajay. Okay. Now I would like to ask you.
I agree.
You have the gavel? You have the gavel?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
can
whatever is a substitute of a gavel right now. So the gavel is a symbol of the power and authority given to you by the membership of this club. You are a member of this team, And your team is more than a collection of people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and action of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. You will work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club and a club of which everyone is proud. Will you do this for the club? Yes or no?
Yes, I'll do.
Okay. So it is now my pleasure to declare Toastmaster Ajay as the SA for Mumbai speakers. Let's all put our hands together and install Toastmaster Ajay as the SA for our club. Now we move on to the next role, which is of the treasurer. So I think for the cost of time, I will just call you on and read the common goal and then move it on. Otherwise, it probably might get a little longer, if that's okay with you. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Deepak as the treasurer, Toastmaster Shreyans as the VPPR, Toastmaster Vishal as secretary, Toastmaster Raviraj as our VP membership, Toastmaster Prashant as VP education, and Toastmaster Rakesh as our new president. Now, I would like to repeat this. Please hold your gavel with you. Yeah. The gavel is a symbol of the power and authority given to each one of you by the members of this club. Will you use it wisely and with restraint? You are now a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with a common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Will you work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic, and a club of which everyone here is going to be proud?
Yes, I will.
Yes, we will. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we will.
Excellent. So
Yes,
with
we will.
this, thank you. Thank you so much. So with this, we declare the present ExCom of Mumbai speakers being installed, to which they also have been elected in the last meeting. So let us all put our hands together and congratulate the incoming ExCom to take on the responsibilities of their roles from July 1, 2023. With that, I would give a minute for the president of the new club, the new president of the club, to say a few words. And I will have to time it, otherwise the T-mod is going to really kill me.
Yeah. Thank you, Sudha ma'am, and thank you for being a de facto and forever mentor for our DSCOM and all the club members here. Yes, I have big shoes to fill because I have immediate past president as Misha, and prior to that, Sudha ma'am, and I would call her a distinguished Toastmaster myself, and also Toastmaster Sarika. So as the new club president, yes, I would not disturb the current flow or the momentum of the club, because the club is already a distinguished club. What I would like to aspire to for this club to be is ensure ample participation from all the members, because as of now, currently, as discussed with Misha, I see only a couple of speakers, and encourage people to connect with me on a personal level. In case if they want to deliver their pathways and speeches, I'm forever accessible. And the reason is, if you look at my background, I have put the background of the Oval Office, not because to show any kind of entitlement, but because to just prove to the members that is the buck stops here, right? So that is a tag at the Oval Office where the President of the United States should agree to. So any kind of responsibility, the President is held accountable. So I take full responsibility for all the members and for on the progressiveness and development for all the members in this club. So thank you so much, and I look forward to working with the new ExCom and all our distinguished Toastmasters members in this club. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I would like to also call upon Prashant, who is the second in command, if it's possible for you to also share a few thoughts at this moment.
Yeah, thank you, Sudha ma'am. Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this role, and I would like to thank Misha and Sudha ma'am for convincing me to like take up this role or president role, because just like Deepak said, I was still planning to procrastinate this and give it a next 6 months. So thanks to Sudha ma'am and Misha. So I have taken up this role, and it is like looking at Brijesh right now. It seems very a difficult job to fill in his shoes. So if I see many past meetings, like it's difficult to make out that in which meeting he is playing his own role actually. So especially during the vacation times where senior Toastmasters were on vacation, he had taken up almost. I think there is no such role that he has not taken till now. And yeah, so looking ahead, I would try my best to do justice to this role. And I would like to be very approachable. Like we will try to conduct education sessions from time to time so that when a guest joins, becomes a Toastmaster, there should not be a session where they are not aware of certain important things. I would like to guide everyone in their completing their levels, projects and pathways. Yeah, so that's it from my side. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Prashant. A quick, since Ajay and Deepak have spoken, I would also like to have Shreyans and Raviraj to quickly say something on this occasion.
Hello, everyone. I would first like to thank myself and my family, and also I would also like to thank every one of you. A special shout out to Toastmaster Brijesh and Toastmaster Tanmay. Actually, I was very bad at speaking, and I actually would have not reached here if it was not for them. They pushed me a lot. Toastmaster Bridges every week pushed me to take up roles, and he gives challenges every week, right? Raviraj, you should take this role and take this role, different roles. And also, it's because of their pushing, Toastmaster Bridges and Toastmaster Tanmay, I owe you a lot, both of them. And I got inspiration to become ESCOM member because of them only. They both took so much efforts in front of my eyes that I was really very motivated to take up this role. And Toastmaster Tanma also pushed me to take up, give my icebreaker and also to become an ESCOM member, right? So thank you very much to all of you.
Yeah, same. Continuing to Toastmaster Raviraj's speech, I would like to thank Toastmaster Brijesh a lot because I was still procrastinating that I'll do it on next term. I'll just postpone it. But Toastmaster Brijesh me pushed very hard. We used to have a call for more than 10 minutes, and he used to explain me everything, that what does a PR do and how it will benefit you and all. He also assured me that whenever you will get stuck, I will be always there for you. And I was also like, and I will also want to thank you, the old XCOM team, that I will be calling you whenever I get stuck. And it will be a fun to work with the new XCOM team, with new people. And it's a first time for me as a XCOM. So I'll give my 100% to this role, and let's see how it goes. Yeah. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudha ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shreyans. We are looking forward to your contribution. You are very effortlessly enthusiastic. So I think that enthusiasm is something that the club needs to catch on and grow from this. Ajay and Deepak, would you also like to say something? I know you've been here, but yes, I'd like to say what's your breath of fresh air now? Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. So actually, 2 to 3, 4 week back, Misa called me that, are you interested in taking up any role? Then I called her that it means bit difficult for me to get some time for particular this work. And if I took any role, or if I take any role, I should give my 100% time so that I should do justice with it. Then she tried to explain that treasurer kind of role, which I have already done in my previous stint, then it could be better for me. Then I said, okay, if nobody is taking, then definitely I'm going to take it. So that's how it went on. And I'm very happy that with the new XCOM, means the old XCOM was also very good. Means I have learned a lot from them. And definitely that particular experience will help me in this particular XCOM. and I am available for everyone, means for any new ExCom member. So since I have been a bit old, in particular ExCom, so whatever help you need from me, I am always available. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Deepak, for those great words. And it does make us feel very comfortable when the money is with familiar hands. So I think we are very happy with that. The fact that you're continuing with us. He knows it all, and he will be shortly also presenting the accounts for you guys to know what we do in terms of the finances, because that's also a part of the treasurer's role. And we will try and find time in one of the meetings to do this. Now, Toastmaster Ajay, would you like to say something in your new role in the new ExCom?
Yeah, I would like to say a few words. For the new ExCom members, I would do justice to my role, and I would committed to participate in all these sessions. And, I would committing take lots of new participants.
Sure. I think the audio is a little weak, Ajay.
Yeah, I think we
Hello.
lost him. Yeah, better now.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can see you. Yeah.
Yes, Ajay.
So I'm
Volume is.
saying, I'm saying.
Yeah, we heard you. We heard
I'm
you.
saying thank you so much for the new role. Of course, I was a part of Sharon for the last 6 months, and the new terms. Same role I'm continuing, and I am going to do lots of justice for this new role. I'm going to participate in whatever comes to me. I'm going to fill out 1 hat, 2 hat, or 3 hats. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajay. Like we said, we need more members like yourself to be a part of the ExCom. Now we go back to the proceedings of the meeting. But before that, I would like to just make one statement that this club doesn't run on these 7 people, right? It runs only on the strength of all you members coming to the meetings, pursuing your goals. Most important, pursue your goals. These are the people who are going to help you pursue your goals. So it is not about these people only. They are there only to make your goals and your growth and development achievable. So please reach out to me and the other people that you met today in this meeting, and wishing you all the very best in all your endeavors, and want to create great speakers from our club contesting in club contests, area contests, and district contests, and even becoming TEDx speakers once in your lifetime. Why not? This is the place that you can learn it. We already have an aspirant who's our president who wants to become a TEDx speaker. So you never know. Let us all put our efforts together to make sure that we make all the attempts to come here on stage, commit mistakes, no problem of being judged, but there are evaluators and people who will help you improve and gain strength to strength. So with that, I would like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day to continue the proceedings of the meeting. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be your installation officer. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, ma'am. And congratulations to all the new members. Okay. Am I audible? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So moving forward, and being treasurer also, let me bring the economic and financial aspect in the monsoon. As I have said that monsoon has a great impact in our economy. Healthy monsoon season increases farm productivity, which raises rural households income and the demand of consumer items. All this result in a more positive economic outlook, which helps increase stocks, particularly those businesses that sell in the rural sector. On the other hand, if the monsoon is poor or the poor monsoon condition, then it reduces the demand of household products, especially in rural area like FMCG, tractor requirement, or any rural home. And then it pushes the government to spend money on food imports also, because agriculture sector is not doing good, and implement policies like waiving farm loan payments. So there is a lot of loss if monsoon is not on time, or if there is any monsoon deficit. Now I'll request all the team members, Toastmaster members, to share your views that what government should do or what policy we should implement that we should be have at least less dependent on monsoon for agriculture. Bit heavy topic, but let me. Yeah, Toastmaster Prajesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. So honestly, I feel we as a country, because we're talking about the agri economy, and every one of us know that the agri economy of India is a lot dependent on monsoons, which while we can forecast, they are a lot of times unpredictable, right? So, and you cannot control it. While we try to use cloud seedling and all, we cannot control them. So a good way to ensure that, people are not at the mercy of how much it rains is to deliver on infrastructure. When I say deliver on infrastructure, we should be able to create canals, we should be able to create dams. So there should be a good amount of storage possible. Few of the projects, aspirational projects which I've looked at, and I think current ministers are also trying to do is interlinking of rivers as well. What that does is that it ensures that we are a pretty diverse country, and every state has a diverse amount of rainfall falling in. If we are able to just guide that rainwater or redirect it properly, I think we can become self-sufficient, and uh, we'll still be at the mercy of monsoon, but pretty less, and that will ensure that irrespective of monsoon, we are able to take care of our agri economy. That is what I would put out. Over to you, Timon.
Yeah, agree, Toastmaster Prajesh. In the year 2002 or 3, I think, when Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister, then he came with the concept that all the rivers should be interconnected in India. So, great thought, Toastmaster Prajesh. Now, quickly go to Toastmaster Prashant.
Yeah, thanks, Deepak. So, yeah, actually, we have a family business of groundnut oil production. So, like myself, our family is very dependent on rains. So, one problem specifically for groundnuts, it needs very regular and like medium, intermediate quantity of rains. It's not that if it doesn't rain at all, then also that's a problem, and it rains too much, then also that is a problem, and it should rain at equal intervals. So to come out of this dependency, like it's a good idea to have first of all sheds, the yards everywhere. So like if your crop has already turned out well, and if we see like sometimes it rains a lot at the end of the monsoon season, so where a crop is already good, and then it destroys the crops because there are no enough storage facilities actually. So if there are like proper yards, more quantity of yards everywhere, that we can still save our crops. And then we should go for the drip irrigation technique, which was like earlier, I think I have heard Israel was using it very extensively, and like India also we have started it. Like if most of the people may not know that. So this drip irrigation technique has started in small villages also, especially in Gujarat and other places. I have seen it myself. So it brings a lot of change, like just like what Brijesh mentioned, that canals and linking of different rivers is helpful. Drip irrigation is also helpful so that we are not so much dependent on the rains, and like throughout the whole year, if we want, crops can get enough water. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. Yeah, Toastmaster Siant, quickly, please. You're on mute.
Yeah. So I just wanted to add more points to Toastmaster Vijesh and Toastmaster Prashant's ideology, that there's also a method known as rainwater harvesting. So it depends on both, and it stores the water in canals, and you have also seen that in villages there are some reservoir types where whenever it rains it fills up, and the farmers can use it. And also many Middle East countries like Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates have used a concept known as artificial rain. They create rain on their own because on that area the area is deprived of rain. and other farming techniques which doesn't depends on rain so much. So how many of you have heard of aquaponics and hydroponics? Yeah, so it's basically we are using basic concept used there is vertical farming, and in the concept known as aquaponics, which means that on the side of the this we are breeding fishes, and the nutrients we get from the fish's waste, all the nitrogenous waste, are used to develop the plants. So it's a type of cycle there. So we don't need more of rain of water. So we are not dependent on rainwater, and it's a type of ecosystem going out there. The fishes help in growing plants, and the plants in return give food to fishes, like that. So over to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Toastmaster Harit. Actually, in the interest of time, we need to move ahead. Okay. And now, because the last participants took a lot of time. Okay, so now we'll move to table topic master, and table topic master will be conducted by Toastmaster Shreyans. Okay. So Toastmaster.
Sorry to interrupt, Toastmaster of the day, Deepak. We have induction of the new members. I know in the interest of time, I will try to do it as soon as possible before the table topic session. So
Okay, no
if
issues.
we have
Please.
your permission, yeah.
Yeah, sure, Toastmaster.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. It is now our duty and privilege to induct 6 new members into our Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills, and we now have an opportunity to help them to learn, grow, and achieve their goals. Now I will call upon our new members. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. So the new members are Toastmaster Swapnali, Toastmaster Mitesh, Toastmaster Arbaz, Toastmaster Bhiku, Toastmaster Harit, and Toastmaster Preeti, who joined this meeting. So all these new Toastmasters, you're joining a worldwide organization that has helped millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. You will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become a part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Now, we have a small oath taking. So, if I can have all the new members spotlighted, if possible, we'll just have this oath taken as part of the induction process. So I will repeat and you all can just repeat after me. So I will just say I, and then you can just follow it, like, follow it up by your name. So I,
I'm Preeti Mundra.
in the presence of my fellow members
In the presence of my fellow members
of the Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club,
Of the Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club,
make this firm obligation
make this firm obligation
to attend meetings regularly
To attend meetings regularly
and prepare fully for each assignment,
and
prepare
prepare
fully for each
each
assignment,
assignment,
to apply myself to the projects outlined
to apply myself
myself to the project
project assignment
in the Toastmasters education program,
in the
Toastmasters education program,
to participate actively in club activities,
to participate actively in the club activities,
to evaluate others in a positive,
to
evaluate others in a positive,
constructive manner,
constructive manner,
to build open,
build open,
friendly relationships with my fellow members,
friendly relationship with my fellow members,
and to bring new members
and
to bring new members
into the club
into the club
so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
so that they can also gain
the
the
benefits
benefits
of
of
the Toastmaster.
Toastmasters.
Thank you. Now, would all the club members please repeat our club pledge to our new members? So I request everyone to go on unmute and we all will repeat. We, the members of Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club,
Sorry, Vishal, we need to put our hands
oh yes,
on our
let's
heart.
put our hands on our hearts. Yes.
That's the honesty with which you're going to be
We, the
committed.
members.
We, the
Yes.
The
members
members of Mumbai.
Members
Mumbai Toastmasters Club
Mumbai
Pledge to
Toastmasters Club
support you.
would like to support you.
would try to support you.
We'll try to support you.
Vishal, we can't see you.
In your quest for self-development.
In your
In your
quest
quest for
Your quest for self-development.
To provide you with positive.
To
To
provide
provide you with positive,
helpful evaluations.
helpful evaluations.
To maintain a friendly.
To maintain a friendly,
supportive atmosphere.
supportive atmosphere.
To give you opportunities to help others.
To give you opportunities to help others.
And to make your Toastmasters membership.
And to make your Toastmasters membership
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
experience.
Thank you, and let's give a big round of applause to everyone.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone.
Right. Thank you. With that, I would like to hand it over to our table topic master, Toastmaster Shreyans. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. And now moving on to our next portion of the meeting where we practice impromptu speaking. So I have some question prepared and the club members and the guest will have the opportunity to answer it. To respond it within 1 or 2 minutes, I guess Toastmaster Somalia has already given the timing guideline. And because of the time restriction, I will be asking only 3 to 4 questions. So in this session, guests and other members can take maximum benefit from this session. So who would like to come?
I think you should give this opportunity to Toastmaster Harit. He was not able
Yeah.
to respond to Timot's questions. So
Yes, so Toastmaster Harit, the question for you is, share a memorable experience you have had during monsoon that involved deluge of rains.
Okay, I'll take an example that I got to know that I had when I moved to Mumbai for my first job. So we had our office in Powai, and I was waiting near my hotel to go to the office. We were a group of 3 people, and we were just surprised by the deluge of this rain. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, someone who's an employee of our office, he was traveling in his car and he spotted our iCards and he could see we were the employees of his same firm, and he called us all in and he, guided us where should we rent out the place so we are not, stuck in similar situation in the future. So that was a very humanly experience in my first interaction in Mumbai.
Yes, so yeah, so I hope it was a very good experience because here Mumbai it rains very heavily and I can still get the aroma of the earth that when it rains the smell is so good. I love that smell so much. Now moving on, can I have the timer cards also when the speaker is speaking so we can display the timer cards? And
I'll share my screen going forward.
yes. Now moving on to next member, Toastmaster Padna, would you like to give a try?
Pradna, you are on mute if you're speaking.
Yes, so the question for you is, when you were a kid, how did you enjoy the monsoon season? When you were a kid, how did you enjoy the monsoon season? Over to you, Toastmaster Padna.
Shreyans, I think she hasn't
Acha,
responded. Yeah.
okay, so I'll do you want to give a try or I'll pass it to the next member?
Toastmaster Preeti, I don't mind, but you want to give this a try, Toastmaster Preeti? I'm putting you on spotlight, but this is your first meeting as a Toastmaster.
I think she has already
Well,
given one.
yes, I'm here.
Yes, so Toastmaster Preeti, the question is, when you were a kid, how did you enjoy the monsoon season? When you were a kid, how did you enjoy the monsoon season? Over to you, Toastmaster Preeti.
So when I was a kid, I I used to wet in rain and splash on waters. Uh, and yes, listening to the beautiful old songs in our time. And it was actually fun to, after having a rain bath, and you are sitting with our family, having pakoras with them and enjoying movie in Saturday, Sunday, not all the days, because when we had to go to school, most of the time, one incident I can share with you all. When I was kid, I was in 7th standard, and I was coming back uh, from school to my home. So at the time of walking with my friend, there was a muddy muddy area was there. So one bus came and it crossed over, crossed that muddy lane, and we all got that muddy splash on us. So that that experience still I remember, how I get wet with that muddy things. All our face from top to bottom, we were on mud. So thank you.
And I would also like to share one of my experience that when I was kid, I would love to see all the earthworms crawling out of the ground, and I would just waited there and see them for 10 to 15 minutes. I loved earthworms so much. And yeah, so as a kid, I also love monsoon so much. Like coming back from school, getting wet in the rains. I hope all that days come back again in near future. So because of time restriction, I will have to close this session. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyans. Sorry, you haven't got much time. Okay, now I'll request Toastmaster Misa for general evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. This was a beautiful session filled with a lot of monsoon questions, has already put us into the monsoon mood. But let's begin with the general evaluation. The general evaluation for the benefit of the guest is a complete evaluation of the meeting, but it is followed by the speech evaluation, which is done by specific evaluators who have been given to specific speakers for the prepared speeches. To begin with, I would first like to invite Toastmaster Vishal, who would be evaluating Toastmaster Clever's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Misha. So Toastmaster Clever, hairy and friendly. Wow, what a beautiful speech. And firstly, can we have the timer on the screen?
The timer is already there. It has started,
Oh,
Vishal. Yeah.
cool. Okay. So yes, Toastmaster Clever. So I really like your title. And firstly, thanks for clarifying the hairy in your title. As well. I think the lion story that you mentioned in your speech, it was quite sweet and a very touching story. I would say you were. I felt that you were like quite detailed, and at the same time you were like quite calm and very easily paced for speech clarity. And the things that I really liked about your speech was that I loved your energy and the humor. because I believe humor sometimes really helps in gaining the audience awareness. And I also already mentioned, I also like the pace at which your story went. You were extremely clear in your speech. Like, each and every word was very, very clear, like very precise. So it was very easy to kind of grasp your story. So that was something that I really liked. And also you sounded extremely confident. So that's one of the thing about your speech. And you have done really good justice regarding the objective of your speech, which was to use vocal variety and body language, which I felt you did it really well. In fact, I felt it was deluging, but really good job in doing that. And I also noticed that you maintained eye contact during the entire speech pretty well. So that was amazingly done. A couple of observations or some improvements from my side that I would like to suggest you for your future speeches. Maybe if you can incorporate a personal story or something that the audience can connect with, that would really take your speech to the next level. Because a lot of people, they connect with a personal story, right? So maybe that is something that you can consider in your future speech. And also another thing I noticed was that I know we are doing this in an online environment. However, we could only see, like, you're only visible till here. So maybe if you could have adjusted your camera in such a way that you could pretty much visible till your waistline, you could have used your hand gestures, would have been a lot more visible, and you would have been able to express yourself even better. But having said that, overall, it was a beautiful speech and friendship. So fantastic job done there, Toastmaster Clever. Kudos to you. And with that, I would like to pass it over to Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal. Moving on, now we have Toastmaster Tariq, who will be evaluating a speech given by Toastmaster Rakesh. Over to you, Toastmaster Tariq.
Hi, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
All right. What an excellent speech by Toastmaster Rakesh. I would like to evaluate it on few points for Toastmaster Rakesh. The project was about leaders and the leadership style. Toastmaster Rakesh touched upon the topic very promptly and accurately. He started with the leaders are born and not developed. So he actually challenged the audience about the status quo of a particular thought process where we actually see we actually see and we hear about a lot of times leaders are born or you are a born leader, right? Those kind of things. But he challenged the status quo and he also explained why it is necessary to challenge about the leadership. He also mentioned about the influencing style of the leader. Right? So if we think about our Prime Minister, who is Mr. Narendra Modi, he he is having the influential leadership style, but he's also having the mixed leadership style as well. Toastmaster Rakesh also mentioned about the myopic view of the leader when he actually sees a particular situation. So overall, his starting of the speech, body of the speech and content was good, relevant, and it kept the audience engaged. He also mentioned about how we can have a stable mind while assessing the situation from the leadership perspective. And he also touched upon his personal thought about inclusivity and growth, which is required as part of any leadership role that a particular person is going to have. At the end, he mentioned about succession plan as well, because that's very much important when you think about the overall development about the leadership. So that's about the overall speech. Now coming to the project topic, what I have found is the project is about the leadership style, and the speech was a little bit more in terms of what a leader should do, how a leader should behave, how a leader should include the thought process and everything, right? Now, if I may suggest on few of the things about how a leadership should be, right? Now, the project is about the leadership style, but then I didn't find the content in terms of what are the various leadership style. Okay, so what I would suggest is in the next coming speech for for any of the project, right? When you are taking up this particular topic, you should mention specifically about the leadership style. Now, what are the leadership style? Leadership styles are autocratic leadership style, bureaucratic leadership style, coaching leadership style, democratic leadership style, laissez-faire leadership style, pacificator leadership style, servant leadership style. So those kind of leadership style that I would suggest Toastmaster Rakesh to present to the audience. Apart from that, share a personal story. Why you think for yourself this particular leadership style would be appropriate. So you may have a personal life example, you may have a corporate or your particular organizational example about I can use democratic leadership style in order to convince my subordinates for a particular goal to achieve, encourage them, motivate them. At the same time, you should also speak about you would need carrot sometimes, you would need stick sometimes in order to make sure that the goal is achieved, objective is achieved. Overall, a great speech. I would love to hear a lot on different topics from Toastmaster Rakesh. Thank you. Over to you, evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you so much, Tariq. And thank you so much, Vishal and Tariq, for such detailed and comprehensive evaluation. Not just the speakers, but we also learned a lot from this evaluation. Moving on, let me now take pleasure in welcoming the tag team who will now come and give the reports. So to begin with, let me call upon the timer. Swapnali, please come ahead and share your timing report. Over to you, Toastmaster Swapnali.
Hello again, everyone, and thanks, Misha. So let me just share my screen. Is it visible? I've shared an Excel sheet. So for prepared speeches, we had Kleber and Rakesh presenting, and both of whom they qualified. So they were able to complete their speeches within the orange zone, you can say. The XCOM, I wasn't sure whether I needed to capture it or not, but I think Sudha ma'am mentioned at the beginning that it will be a sort of table topic. So I've just gone ahead and captured. So the red ones are basically who exceeded, but this can be ignored if they were not to be captured. Then there were some ad hoc table topics. So based on the questions that were asked by Shreyans, so I've also considered those to be the table topics, and Brijesh, Prashant and Shreyans himself were the ones who spoke about that topic and qualified. Coming to actual table topics, Harit and Preeti were the ones who got chance, and out of who Harit could not qualify because he was under 1 minute. And general evaluation, Vishal qualified just a second within it, within 3 minutes, and Tariq, he basically, as in his speech overran. So that was about timer's report. Thanks, everyone. Back to you, Misha.
Thank you so much, Swapnali. And I really appreciate you timing everybody, whether it's required or not. It's actually imperative that we all know that we need to maintain timing limits. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Moving on, let me call upon our counter Bhiku. Please come ahead and share your our counter report. Over to you.
Yeah, hello everyone. So I tried to capture most of the video, but somehow I realized that I was counting only few people. I mean, speaker 1, 2, and I thought I'll try for a table topic, but now this time I think only 2 people was participated in the table topic. So I only able to capture those people only. I'll share my screen. I have not captured each and every one because I thought there is a sequence by sequence, the format I'll follow, but unfortunately I will be able to capture for a speaker 1, 2 and table topics. I'll share my screen. So hope my screen is visible. So I was able to capture only the first speaker 1, 2. So Clever was really amazing, and I was not able to find any filler words during his speech. And the Rakesh, when Rakesh was talking, the Rakesh speech was really wonderful, and was only able to capture the one single word during his speech where he used well one time. And during the table topic masters, Harit and Harit Batra used 2 times and Preeti used 5 times. And while evaluations, I don't find any filler words during a speech of Vishal, and Tariq just used a single time. So this is I was able to capture. I'm so sorry if I miss those people, because I was in a impression that will follow a particular structure. So I'm really sorry. Maybe I'll interact with the bridges to understand format well in advance, and going forwards I'll follow the in next meeting. Yeah, Nisha.
Thank you so much, Bhiku. Moving on, now we have the grammarian. Toastmaster Mitesh, please share your grammarian report. Over to you, Toastmaster Mitesh.
Yeah. So I have noted my report in my notebook. So first of all, word count of the word of the day. So the word of the day is used by Toastmaster Shreyans and Toastmaster Vishal. So 2 times in today's meeting. And about the good usage of vocabulary, I would say some good words I found in Toastmaster Rakesh's speech, which is myopic, eloquent, emulate, exemplary are some of the good words that I found. Another not so correct sentence I found once or twice, which is someone used I was a small and thin guy. He can also use I was a skinny and short-heighted, something like that. And also someone used a favorite book on your hand. He can also say that you are reading your favorite book, or something like that. You can just rephrase your sentence like that. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, grammarian Mitesh. You did a great job, fab job being a grammarian for the first time.
Thank you so much.
So with that, we come to the end of the reports. Moving on, now I have the general evaluation. To begin with, today's meeting was a divulge of a lot of crucial events, the installation, the induction, and brilliant prepared speeches. I have enjoyed every moment of both the speeches. They were great, and obviously they were very brilliantly evaluated by our veteran Toastmasters, Vishal and Toastmaster Tariq. So kudos to you. They do not need any more evaluation. The meeting started at 11:08. It would be preferable if we started by 11:05, but it's okay. Sometimes we need some time to start, especially when we have a lot of events coming. So it's okay, but it's preferable that we start at 11:01 max. Moving on, Sa Arbaz, who was the Sa, I really appreciate great confidence. You very well delivered the guidelines. And then the Toastmaster of the day, Deepak, I really loved the monsoon theme. It was very much the trending theme for the day, because the monsoons have just recently started and we are all in that mood. So you have very brilliantly taken a very good theme. And I loved the way you played the sound of the rain, which actually took us, it is anyways raining outside, but having that play into our ears and closing our eyes and meditating to it, it was very poetic. So I personally find it very poetic to hear the rain. And I was very impressed with the way you were a Toastmaster of the day, the way you the way you use the theme and made sure that people are, and it was an interactive session. You asked people questions regarding the theme and they answered brilliantly. So it was a nice interactive session, which needs to be interactive. So I applaud you on being a brilliant Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Deepa. Moving on. Okay, one more thing. I love the metaphor. You said that rains are metaphor for creativity. So I really resonate to that. I really liked it and I'll use it as my status. So thank you so much. Also, timer Swapnali, I have just one thing to say before I move on to the tag team. Deepak, it's always preferable to introduce the grammarian first so that the word of the day gets out first and people can use, the rest of the people can use it. It's always preferable. So not just for Deepak, for everybody who wants to be a Toastmaster of the day, please try to introduce a grammarian first so that the word of the day is shared and used more often, more frequently. Moving on, Swapnali, you were a great timer for the first time, but not just for you, but I would really urge all the tag role players to get in touch with the VP Ed one day before if you're taking up the role and confirm of the script so that there is no confusion regarding what has to be done, how it has to be done. And it's always nice to have a script when you introduce your role because it adds more panache and it is more organized that way. In Toastmasters, we have come to learn organizations, learning skills. So it's nice. We already have a table topic for impromptu speeches. So please stick to the script. It's always good. You can even enhance your scripts to make it more like relatable and it's fun. But just have a script for yourself. If you don't, just get in touch with us. We'll help you with the script. But please make notes of the scripts, which will help you play your role better. Then we have, okay, I loved the word of the day, divulge. It was really nice. Deluge, sorry. Deluge, it was really nice. I hope we all use it more often. Toastmaster, moving on now, we have Toastmaster, table topic master Shreyans. I love the questions. I really hope that the questions, it was a good session. I really hope there were more questions, there were more participation, but because of the shortage of time, we couldn't have it. But I really hope to see you being a table topic master. You are very good at being a table topic master. Always stick to the theme. Make sure you have great questions. So I really applaud you for that. Please be a table topic master more often. I do not need to evaluate the induction and the installation because they are veterans. They know way better than me what they are doing. I have learned a lot today in this installation and the induction program, and I really hope you all have learned a lot too. This will and never be possible without Vishal and Sudha ma'am taking it into their hands and making sure that things like these crucial moments are conducted in a good and an organized way. We are always learning from you, and I hope you are always there to support us. You are the pillars of the club, and thank you so much for bringing for reigniting the Toastmaster spirit in all of us. I really am eternally grateful to Sudha ma'am and Vishal for taking up every important responsibility of the club and making it happen. So thank you so much. And that was all the general evaluation I could give. When you have such a brilliant meeting, you do not need a lot of general evaluation. Everybody has done a great job. And thank you so much, everyone. That is my time. Thank you so much. Have a great week ahead.
Hey, Misha. Hello.
Yes, Brijesh, would you like to make some announcements?
I've just launched polls, so I would want everyone to participate and in the poll.
Yes. Also, Brijesh, would you like to make some announcements?
Just hold on for a minute. Okay. So I'll launch a couple of more polls and then I'll go to the announcement as well.
We have two very important announcements that will be taken ahead by Brijesh. So please make sure you listen to it. And please make sure you cast your vote in the polling. Thank you.
I would like to give shout out to Toastmaster Bridges' commitment that in every online meet, he goes to his island and attend the meeting.
Thank you, Shreyans.
I like the word island, yeah. Secret island.
So I've launched the second poll. I think there's few more participations left, so people, please vote.
Shall I proceed with conclusion? Meanwhile.
Yeah, sure, Deepak, you can.
So thank you everyone for the diligent participation. Although rains come with many festivities and benefits, but it's not the same for everyone, right? There is an e-commerce business in which majorly depends upon delivery guys who take a lot of pain so that our products reach at our doorstep on the rainy season. So just give a good round of applause for them. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. So third poll is going around for best evaluator. I think we are left with a couple of them. So sure, I'll end this poll as well. And last poll is best of big three. So I'll launch that as well. Okay, I'll close this as well. So thank you everyone for staying up for the polls. We got a bit late with the polling. There are a couple of announcements and I'll also share the polling results. So announcements being on two things. One is the mentor-mentee assignment. I know it has been 2 weeks and I've not been able to share that. So what I'll do is, since today we are already late on time, I'll share the mentor-mentee PDF on our WhatsApp group by today EOD so that everyone knows who their mentor is, so they can reach out to them. And also I would just want to tell everyone, while mentor is a dedicated Spock who will help you with your speech preparation and becoming a better version of yourself as far as public speaking and leadership role is concerned, you should consider our club as a family, and you should be, in my view, you should be okay to reach out to everyone. That will also help you. While you have a dedicated mentor, you should also take feedbacks from everyone. That will help you, take diverse opinions and look out. That will also give you a perspective, how different audiences differ. You don't have the same set of audiences when you are speaking on a stage. So you will realize that. That is one thing. Second is, obviously, when we as XCOM started, we had promised Toastmaster of the Month award. So we'll share that as well for the months of March, April, May, and June. Probably today or by tomorrow EOD. Those were the couple of announcements. Next, we'll move to the poll. So I have not done the polling for table topic speaker because we had very few participations. But we had wonderful speeches, wonderful evaluations. We had new joinees coming in to take up tag role. So we have some exciting participation. I'll start with best prepared speaker. So any guesses? Oh, I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah.
You are audible. You are audible.
Okay.
We all are
think-
Yeah. So the best prepared speaker is Toastmaster Rakesh, and I can see the number of votes. So it was a very close one. So I'm sure I missed clever speech because I joined a little late, but I'm sure I'll go and catch that up on YouTube. So congratulations, Toastmaster Rakesh. While since we are short on time, I'm not sharing the certificates now. We'll share it in the WhatsApp group. I'll just announce the winner. Best evaluator. So any guesses? So we had
Tariq.
Okay,
Tariq.
we had two wonderful evaluations, and both of them did a fab job. We have a tie for best evaluator. So 50% of the folks have said that Toastmaster Vishal has done a great job. 50% have said Toastmaster Tariq has done a great job. And in my view, both of them deserve to win this award because they were fantastic evaluations. And one thing which I mean, a learning for all of us, that's how Toastmasters is. Toastmaster Tariq, when someone shares evaluation sheet with him, he also edits that PDF file and shares it with the speaker. So he did that for Rakesh as well. And I love this aspect because when you have that soft copy with you, next time when you go and prepare for your next speech, you know what you need to work on. Maybe I am someone in from the digital age. I find accessing this digital files easier as compared to book and pen. So I love this aspect of Toastmaster Tariq, and I think it's a learning for all of us. Whenever we pick up evaluation roles, we should ask our speaker to share the evaluation file with PDF file with us, and we can add in our 2 cents and share it with them. So thank you, Toastmaster Tariq. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Next is best tag role player. So we had all first timers in. So everyone, thank you for taking up this role. And the best tag role player award goes to Toastmaster Swapnali for playing her timer role. Congratulations, Toastmaster Swapnali. You aced the timer role in your first attempt. Next, we have the best of big three. So for best of big three, the winner is our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Deepak. And we postponed his Toastmaster of the day from last week to this week because we conducted elections, and somehow monsoons decided to give a miss last week. And they just arrived yesterday, to ace the occasion when Toastmaster Deepak takes up his monsoon theme. So congratulations,
Thank you,
Toastmaster Deepak. Sorry, Shriyansh, we didn't do an honest job, in providing you an opportunity to showcase your table topic master skills. But I'm sure you would have aced your role. So thank you for being understanding and, adjusting to the timing guidelines. With that, I'll call this meeting a close. Everyone have a happy Sunday. Enjoy your lunch and enjoy the weather. In Mumbai, it's a great weather. Toastmaster Vishal, you're missing out on something, I know you are in Gurgaon. Hopefully you should see monsoon soon. And now that they've arrived over here.
Yeah, I guess because of the cyclone, I guess Gurgaon have got some rains.
Yes, Toastmaster Rakesh.
No, British, you said enjoy the weather. I would say most importantly, you should enjoy the beach.
Yeah.
Enjoy the beach. So that weather is the best.
I guess now Toastmaster Bridges is having a party.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
definitely. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
everyone.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Happy
everyone.
Thank you so
Sunday.
much, everyone. Have a great week ahead.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.